Bring you, bring you, bring it to oh, bring it to bring your sweet loving, bring it to me. Yeah. Oh, Mira, Mira. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it to me. Yeah. Oh. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it to me. Yeah. Whoa. Bring it to me. Yeah. It only need another love. It only buried in the ground. Oh, bring it to bring your sweet love. Bring it to love to me. Yeah, yeah. Good night and welcome. Hello. I will part with myself. Good night, and welcome every one of you. No exemption. Welcome. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it to love to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da. Then you make me your sweet love, bring it to me. Yeah, yeah. Good night and welcome to you. Thanks for coming. Welcome. Bring it around to me. Yeah, yeah. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it along to me. Yeah, yeah. Good night. Okay, let me get blessed and bless you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us on our live stream tonight. Thank you very much for coming. How did you enjoy your Sunday? Did you go to church today? What did you do yourself? Did you give yourself a pampering? You didn't? You should. Did you pamper yourself today? Did you treat yourself today with something you want nice? So you get it. When I said nice, sometimes you feel like you would eat something you haven't eaten a long time. So you cook or you be with a friend, be with parents, be with or just hanging out. I hope you do something for yourself. For those that are going to work, will be going to work tomorrow. Your weekend will be over. Your rest time, did you get any rest? I hope you do. I just sure you hope you do get some quality rest. It is important. It is important. If you don't rest, you won't last for a long time. So rest. And I hope you did that over the weekend. Anyhow, whatever you do, I'm sure you enjoy it. Good time. When you can look at yourself in the mirror and said, I love you. That's good night. Look yourself in the mirror, hug yourself, love you. I love what is looking back on me. So you're able to pamper yourself. Give the man who is on you. No problem with that. Self, embrace yourself and let self know. Yes. Let self know I love you. Right? So I hope you do that today. I hope you did that over the weekend. If you haven't done that, when you're finished here, go look yourself in the mirror. Give yourself a big hug. And let self know I appreciate you. Yes. Remember some of the things that you have gone through, and you can say, I have accomplished this task. I have learned, I have the knowledge of something else. Okay? So just talk to self. Don't beat up on yourself. Just be nice with self. Because guess what? It's yourself. And you cannot run away from yourself. Yourself have to be yourself. You can't take yourself away from yourself. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Because there's no way you can run from yourself. No matter what you do, you can't run from yourself. If you make a mistake yesterday, today, or at any time, it's you who made a mistake. You are the one are going to correct the mistake. So you can't just beat upon yourself. Why did I do this? Hey, yo, yeah. No. Sit back, relax, think it over. Come again. Think it over before you go. Think it over before you walk away. Here to jump revival in a lowly church. Now for many a day. Anyhow, anyhow. So, again, welcome. And for those that are just coming in, could you please touch the like button for me? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, as I said, I hope you have enjoyed yourself over the weekend. Will you put on two songs and you could rock the body around the house? Oh, yeah. Rock, rock, rock. Feel good. Feel good. For those that mourn, maybe have somebody passed away to the other side of life who will not return to tell us anything about that side of the world. And you're mourning, you're thinking some is by accident, some is by um, illness, some is by so many different things that can take your loved ones, your friends away from you. And you think about it and you will ever think because there are so many things that came to your mind at the same time. Why did it have to go there? So why didn't why? And these are the questions. The why, and the how, and these are the questions which we will never get an answer for. Because of course the person is not here to give us an answer. Right? So while you still ponder over what happened, be encouraged. Be encouraged and be faithful to yourself. You have to mourn, holler, bawl, cry, whatever you do it, or even do it in secret. You cry, you bawl out, you holler. Whatever you do it. Get it over. Do it. For those that are sick, I pray the Lord will see you through your illness, through your dark times. I pray that God will be there, whoever you conceive your God to be. But the Almighty One, the one who put lives in your body, the one who wake you up this morning, I am talking about the one who made heaven and earth by whatever means, by speaking the word and it come into being. That's the one I'm talking about. We have never seen him, but we see his handiwork. And even though persons are making trees and they're doing so many things, we have never seen a tree you bought from the store, which is a plastic tree, ever grow. No. So there is a supreme power higher than the power we think we know. So whatever you consider God to be tonight, let him be your comforter. Yes. Now, I have, I'm going to be sharing something from Proverbs 27, verse 15 and 16, and Proverbs 25, verse 24. Just some things we have seen around us. And if you listen to this song, said, miserable woman, you're too miserable. Miserable woman. I don't remember all of that song together. He said, miserable woman, I make you so miserable. Miserable woman. Mm, you're too miserable. Okay. We're talking about ladies tonight. And of course, we're going to drop the men in a little of the mix too, because they are not innocent by a long shot. No, they are not. During your life, and coming as a year, I said, these are the songs I said. I have one I said, I try to hack it out and I skip it already. Woman a heavy load. Mm. Woman a heavy load. Mm. Woman a heavy load. When Saturday morning come. Mm. When the money not enough. When the money not enough. When the money not enough. When Saturday morning come. When the money enough. When the money enough. When the money enough. They call you sugar pie. They call you darling. They call you sugar plum. When the money not enough. When the money not enough. They call you useless man. They call you no good man. When the money not enough. Woman a heavy load. Woman a heavy load. Woman a heavy load. When Saturday morning come. Heavy load. Woman a heavy load. Woman a heavy load. When Saturday morning come. When the money not enough. And the money not enough. When the money not enough. When Saturday morning come. When the money enough. When the money enough. When the money enough. Then call you sweetie pie. Then call you honey bunch. Are we talking about women? Yes. This is a song of the men. Woman a heavy load. But hear what? That's why I love when we work our own money. Even if we have all the money from Fort Knox, work your own money. Have your own purse. Do your own little saving. And you know, have to go to the ear say, you are heavy load. Because guess what? Maybe then 1 pound and 10 shilling could have cut it. But now 100,000 can't even cut it. You went into the market, and by the time you were to do this and do that and do the other, the money finished. Yeah. So these are some of the songs that the men sing. But are we innocent from some of the things? Oh no, we are not. We're not innocent at all. Not at all. You have some women And as I said, it's not only women, but man fall into that. So man, buckle up your seatbelt too, because you fall in the category too. The woman bear all the name, all to the names. We bear them. Sometimes we not innocent, to be honest to you. We are not innocent. But sometimes, it's for good reasons. You want to see the better of the person. You want to see a better life living. You want to see so much things to done. And sometimes the person is pussyfooting around. So, you got to talk. Anyhow, and then you are labeled as a miserable woman. You're miserable. Can't get around with you because the woman is so miserable. My wife miserable. My wife is so miserable. I have to be walking and pinhead around her the way she miserable. If you forget to do something, she's really going to get under your skin. That's for sure. Yes. Listen what Proverbs said. A quarrelsome wife is annoying as constantly dripping on a rainy day. Now, the other version says something else. Right. A miserable and a quarrelsome woman is like the dripping of water. Now, there is into a nation where in their prison they use water to torture them. I don't know how much person have the experience of water tipping, maybe on a zinc, but on something that you can hear it. So let's say on a zinc or into a pan or something. And the water not tipping, tip, 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 tip. It is like this. Tip, tip, until it get to your brains. It start get annoying to you. So they use the tipping of water for prisoners in a certain country, certain nation. They use the tipping of water. The other day, I heard a lady was giving her piece while being locked up, and I heard her saying saying that they have a tipping of water where she was, and I was like, wow, I didn't know they're still using this torturing thing here, but it is like a torture. Just imagine the water is not running, it's not tipping, tip, tip, tip. It tip, tip, tip. And if it is a drum of water, that tipping stay there in your ears till it start getting to you. Yes. So Proverbs says, a quarrelsome woman. No, it's a quarrelsome wife, which also mean woman is annoying as the constant dripping on a rainy day. I hear the difference with the rainy day, with the rainy day thing. When the rain is falling, the rain is falling. So it's just coming down. But we are talking about the dripping of water, the tip, set a pan and put something, a bottle or something with just a hole that the water can just tip And within maybe 2 or 3 seconds is another tip, and you sit there with it. You say a quarrelsome woman. Do women quarrel without reasons? Do everything that can be easily spoke about, it brings a quarrel? Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. Because we would say in our words, miserable. It's a miserable. You love to quarrel over everything. Is there nothing you can talk about and have an amicable settlement? This is what Proverbs is saying, you know. Proverbs 27, verse 15 and 16. The woman that is so quarrelsome is like you're trying, they complain of everything, and you are trying to hold them like they are so, it's like you're holding grease. So your hand is sliding off, sliding off. Men fall in this same category too. I am not saying there is quarrelsome woman, and I am not saying woman is not nagging. Oh, King James Version says a nagging woman, right? That's the word. That's the one King James Version said. This is not from King James Version. They say annoying, say a nag. Even when you're sleeping and you have something to nag about. Where were you today? Who and you was up there, so? So you didn't hear who was calling you. Then why you never did answer your phone? I could not have answered my phone because so and so. And now you're coming to come call me, you want me to talk to you. When I was talking to you today, you never answer. Did you ask a person, how was your day? Hey, hello. How was your day today? Did you have a good one? No, yes, whatever. You start, take off your shoes. Take up the shoe. No, you shouldn't even be telling him this. No, because he should know when he took off his shoes, he should put them in the right place. So you shouldn't be going behind him to be cleaning up like a little child. No, no, no. Oh, no. But naturally, some women is really miserable. It's really quarrelsome. They quarrel and they complain over everything, even when it should not have been. They do it. And they do it with pride. Now, if you have something of somebody around you and you're being so miserable, so nagging, so annoying, they can't control you, which you're not talking about control you, cannot talk to you that you would understand or whatever. It's like you're holding on to a grease hole, something with grease. So you're honest. So that's how it goes. You can't explain anything. You can't, even if a lie you tell him, we can't explain anything. But some women is downright miserable. That's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Some is miserable even to their own self. Some is annoying even to their own self. And when it's like that, person is not going to be gladly want to stay around you. No. Because if you say good is bad, and if you say bad is just bad, and if If you ask for some water and you get it, and the next time you didn't ask for it and you go and take it, why you never did ask me for the water? You know, things I'm gonna take up the water and give you. It doesn't mean it doesn't need it for an argument. I feel like go and take up the water. I went back take up the water. I am going to the store. Can I come? No, I don't think so because I'm going to do some stops and maybe you're not going to really put up with my timing out there. And it started worrying. It started complaining. It started something. And then it started from a little flame, a little twips of flame until it grew big, big explosion. And the man complained, the woman miserable. Men is miserable too. If scripture didn't talk about them, but they're miserable too. By experience, we know. Where are you coming from? I'm coming from the store. So why you stay so long? No, you're coming from the store. So why you stay so long? So why you went there? The- And all the then and they and all of the rest of that. Some men miserable too. They have their miserable and complaining moment. You know, when they start complaining. And this a woman can know easily if they are smart. Whenever they start to somebody else cross the fence, everything that you do is a problem. Is a problem. No, there's no longer you can go to the store by yourself. There's no longer you can do this. There's no longer you can say that. So they too are miserable. And when they're miserable and annoying and nagging, woman cannot take that either. So I think it goes vice versa, in spite it only talk about woman. But here this part of it now that we see in our face almost every day. A brawling woman. The woman is not only but miserable, but they are brawling. The man said, or the scripture says so, it is easier to live on top of the house than to live with a brawling woman or one corner of the house than living with a brawling woman. Or you live alone in a one wide space, you alone, than living with a brawling woman. I don't know how much men are brawling, but yes, we have some brawling women. We got to be honest to ourselves. Something happened right here with them, and their mouth go way. Everybody start to hear. You and they are just talking about the needle and the thread. That everybody that you can't talk to them. So you might as well you shut your mouth and let they go on and on and on. Yes, we have those type of women. The Bible called them a brawler. Why you say it is better that you live by yourself than you live with a brawling woman. The same brawling comes back up to the quarrelsome. A brawling woman is a quarrelsome woman. And they are the ones that in the control. They are in the driving seat. You cannot say nothing. They talk. They are correct all the while. And all the rest of it. And they are doing it on top of their voices or their voice. Good night, Marie. Thank you for being here. That's true. When did you do that? At what time? Today, yesterday, or when? Anyway, I'll check. I'll check my mail. I'll check. I'll check on my mail. Okay. Oh, wow. I will check. I'll check. And it is from the same name I'm looking on here. Okay. I will do my check. I'll go in my inbox and see what's up there. Okay. So yes, we cannot deny some of the things that say about woman, we cannot deny it, no way. You may not be the one, but you may know somebody who is. Oh, okay, okay. No, I'm not sure. I'll answer you a little bit from now. I'll answer you. No, I'll answer you. They are losing my chain of thought here. Okay. A brawling woman. We know many of them. And we could say, my God, I make you brawling so. Hey, smooth it down now. Take it down a little. Take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. And these are people who live, and this one is in Proverbs 25 and verse 24. Knowing that it is that bad, it may not sound to them anyway, and you can't wrong and strong. And two, you can't right, might doesn't beat right. And it's not everything that your neighbor should hear, the outer world should hear. You and I have a convo right here. Let the conversation settled here, not out on the airwaves, not for the neighbor near and far to hear you. You're talking to your partner on the inside. It should have centered on the inside. Why is it on the outside? And when you do that, then it make you're saying, well, then, oh, everybody will hear me. Oh, mm, no. Mm-mm. So that's why I said it is better to live in a corner of the house than to live with a miserable woman, because it comes down to say it makes themselves, she make herself a nuisance, right? They understand everything. You cannot say nothing because they know it. And they keep talking. They are not, they do not take correction. No, they are a debater. So they debate on everything and they scold you and they do all of this. But I think this come from a vine. Yes. Some persons act out the way how they saw their guardian or parent live and their action. Some will tell you their mother was, their so and so was, and they saw it as if, okay, and they saw it as if it is okay to do so, in which it is not. And in the sense of it, in the sense that it is in the sense in the sense that it is breaking my chain of thought here, Mary. I'm just I'm just putting in your I'm just trying to see if I find you before I can email you. Okay. Just give me just give me a chance here. So there and then this is some of the um um Mel, can you take down this address, this email address for me, thanks? It's kind of breaking my chain of thought. Um, this is wow. Yes. It is not nice as a woman for us to find ourselves in this position. Speak. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Yes. It is not nice to find ourselves into these positions. And if we should do something to correct ourselves. Sometimes some cannot, I don't know what is there that can't. To be honest to you, I don't know. When you find yourself and when you look on yourself and to see if this is going to be um good for you. Because okay, you're living with your husband and he complained of, why can't I talk to you? Why can't we work out something? And you are ablaze. And you keep ablaze and you keep ablaze. he's going to keep quiet. He's going to stop talking, right? And before long, he's going to put himself with to persons that he can relate to, he can talk with, even for somebody to just listen to him. Because, okay, the children were to pick up 2 o'clock and you did not pick them up 2 o'clock. I did call you and said I am going to be late. So, and you quarrel about that. And you can't then quarrel. And you know, one of the next hurt thing, and it hurt for women and it hurt for men. Something went wrong, and you two have a dialogue about it. You say, well, okay, I was wrong to do so. You put in your part and work it down until it becomes workable again. Something happened again. You remember what they are a reminder. Move past. Because what good for the goose, good for the gander. If you are going to do that, and Mark, as I said, Proverbs speak about the woman. But in our days that we are looking on, the men is no different in most of the way. Some of the time, the man get a real, call it warboat woman, and he would do everything. He love her not because of the way of the quarrelsome or the way of the brawler, because many men who went and marry a woman, they know that the woman is a drunkard, they know that them is a gambler, they know that they smoke, they know everything. But there is that one thing that they love about the person. And that is that one thing that pull them to them. Maybe hear people say sex. No. Maybe sex is the last thing on last slice of the cake. Maybe it's not that. But in despite of all of this person can be a motivator to you. But my God, when the mouth open, ooh, it's whirlwind. And it not stopping. And it going and it going. But after the person is cooled down, you can say, oh yes, this person is nice in this way. But oh my God, they are the other way. But neither of us, neither the man or the woman, okay? Neither of us, neither the man or the woman, will have a quarrelsome man and an annoying man. Because when man go be annoying, they are like a pain in the neck. When they accept it, man, is true. Maybe who is listening is not that person, but you will know somebody who is. I remember growing up, and the first time I saw this, I was sent to this take something from my parent to the lady's house, and the man was there, and I said the man pick up the pot off of the fire, bring on the pot on foot, because I never see anything like that. When he get home, the dinner never finish cook. Then we had to from whatever. Okay. Then from and me come home and the food not cook and the man pick up the pot where the food are cooking to and fling with the pot with where the something off of the fire. When I saw that I was so awfully frightened. I said comfort. So you look and you ask the question, why did you do that? But then, you eavesdrop to hear your parents talking and you were in the wrong place at the right time. And you hear them say, but you know, see what so and so do it so. And you're like, then why must I throw the pot? The pot is the pot where cook the food. Him get home and the food not ready yet. And it's going on and it's going on and it's going on and it's going on. What you call that? No a miserable man that. No a miserable man that. Because if you get home and the food is the dinner, whatever it is not yet ready. Yes, the way we're coming in tired, but when the woman go work, she come in tired too. And she have to forgot say she tired and rush to the kitchen and get if she have children, get the children sorted out, get this done. And so if you get in and the dinner is not yet on the table, you could be so nice. Where you reach? Let me help you. So if she was to go and set the table, you would take the thing and you go set the table and you finish up on the toe, you finish up nicely and eat the food. But when you take the pot and throw it away, I will cook no more food here. You'll have finish it from that moment. Right? So they are miserable too. But if you notice, it did not say man, it's a woman. So guess what? In spite they're miserable, it seems like the woman is more miserable and more annoying and more quarrelsome and more a brawler. I have seen women on the street and who they call their significant other come and see you stand up talking. So what you do out here? Eh? You know, you know, and look at this. This woman quail up and gone. So I go back to say, what is the word submissive really mean? It means that you are to take me as a little child and you are to, you know, and then I quailed up like a leaf, saying nothing. Of course, you're going to say something. Of course, you're going to act out. Because if I am coming and it should be we meet each other halfway. And if the woman is a brawler and there is nothing can change the woman, then think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, right? Because she's always going to be quarreling. She's always going, it is now embedded in her that if you walk, she's going to quarrel. If you sleep, she's going to quarrel. We make you sleep so long. We make it, so what? And many questions. Many questions. And you start quarreling and you want to find out everything. And when you hear the truth, you say, no, it's not so it go. I never did say it. You never did own a shop. You never did up at your workplace. As you wasn't in your office. So you have to prepare to answer every question and the nagging about it. The nagging about it. The dripping of the water. It's something that's mad people. Do I have permission to say a word like that on YouTube? Yes. The dripping of the water send you out of your mind, send you off of your rockers. Simple, you might take it. It is a torture. And with it is being described that you are like The dripping of water. That means you are torturing the person. You tortured them. They don't know if they're to go left or they're to go right. If they are up or they are down. Because you keep torturing them. And believe you me, I think I like this word. Before you go all through this, it better you separated. Yeah. Because what? Sometimes we see some act do carries out. And you ask, then what the woman could have did to nobody was. You never know because some person bottle up things in them. They are not saying anything. They stay there and they're taking it. And you're drenching them and they're taking it until one day, one sweet day, the first time he react, the song starts singing a different tune. Okay? So it is not nice. It's not comfortable. It is not comfortable. So, ladies, let us look within ourselves. And if some things we can correct, let us correct it. And if we have friends or we have relatives, and you know they are of this nature and this type, do not egg them on to do it. Do not egg them on. Because you have some person, because, oh, you show your strength, this and him can't this, and him can't that. You know which one is it? You know which one is cruel? A man will be having a woman with his wife. And it is impossible for him to see that woman every time. And if she don't see him, she start quarrel and she start annoyed and she start do everything. How can I help? Hello? Yes, sir. I'm just talking about you on the phone, so you can stay on the line and listen. Okay? And if you have an input for me, okay. Well, s- stay all right, stay on the phone. Stay right there. If you have anything to say, I'll load it up and it will be said. Okay? Good, sir. I start already. I am almost to end. I am almost an hour in, because less than an hour. And I am talking about Proverbs 27:15 and 16. A quarrelsome wife is an annoying, incontentious, it's like a constant dripping of water. So you can listen. I am talking. I have you in my ears now, but I'll take you out of my ears. Okay, good. So most of the time, person egg on people in this way because they thought this is the way they have their power. No, that's not the way you have your power. Being a nagging person could never be you have power. Be a brawler. Have you really listened to a brawler? Have you ever really listened to a brawling person? They kept nothing. So let's say you don't have no secret. Don't have none. You just quarrel at all time. And you just behave in an unbecoming manner at all times. And this is what the scripture is saying. It is easier because you get up and you can talk to the person. When you're talking to this person mouth past the roof, outside through the window and through the door. And it said, it is better for you to live in a corner of the house, or you go up on top of the house, go make a little room up there and stay up there by yourself, than live with these kind of people. And as I say before, it's not only a woman, but man too. Man behave these type of way too. But the Bible never talk about the man. So maybe a woman did more prominent in doing these things. But in today's world that we see, most of the men is no better. Maybe their background that they're coming from. Apparently, yes, the background of the woman coming from too, right? And you can't relate to them. And that's the earth part. That's the hurt part when you cannot relate to the person to say, well, then, okay, listen, it's it's not right, or allow me to talk. And you can talk because they are talking you down. You understand? They are talking you down at all times. So you can say anything. Dripping of water. He said dripping, but the other version of the scripture said tipping. And this is something that tortures you, send you insane. And only the reason why this nation uses the water in prison to torture the prisoners. Yes. Read them for yourself and look at it. A brawler? Oh my God. She's always talking. Must find something to talk about. Good God, she don't come out, no? No, they're talking. And they're always right. They're never wrong because you cannot point out where they went wrong. Or you could do it another way. Maybe you were not wrong in the way you do it, but the way you approach it was wrong. You can't say anything to them. And it's hard for you to be living, whether by marriage or by in a common law situation, and you and your partner, and you cannot talk to your partner. You come in tired, you'd like to share a joke with them, you'd like to sit and have, you'd like to, and they are always finding something to quarrel about. So you can't talk to them, right? And this is unfair for the both parties. If you have your husband and this is who he is, it's unfair to you. And you're going to be trying to work this out and work this out, but he's not going to give you a chance to do it. Hence, you find some people said, I rather to live alone. These are the reasons. I rather to live alone than you hear you in your ears, whoever your mosquito in them ears. Yeah, yeah. Or have you ever listened to a bee? When the bee's not in your ear, but you could listen to them when they're going. So instead of somebody to have this condition to live with, instead go live alone. Peace of mind. And this is what it came down to. For you to have a peace of mind. Because if you don't have a peace of mind, you're useless. You are useless. You want to go home, you don't want to go home, you find all kind of things to do. You have till maybe get yourself into trouble. Because you're looking for peace of mind. Some person drown it in the bottle. Some puff it out in the cigarette. I wish I could talk to this. I wish I could have her or him to understand. You imagine you coming out there, you step out of your vehicle or you walk up the road, and when you hear a voice, it is no other than the person I live with. So what happened? Them and the neighbor, and they're on top of them, and they're going and they're going and they're going. And you know what is hurt? If they are wrong, whichever party, and you say they are wrong, you can say that. You are not taking up for them. But you can't, you can't push the person into the area where they're wrong. You need to say, yes, you were wrong. And they look at it and accept it. But they're not going to accept it. Once they're like this, you're not going to accept it. These are the situation the man and the woman goes through. And these are the different category of people that we have to deal with on a daily basis. You have them in your workplace. You have them, some of them is your friend. But guess what? You know that they are of such. Well, you say, well then, boy, I know how to handle the person. Me know how to, they're in the churches. They are everywhere around. Something went wrong. And you say, okay, let us hash this up. Let me talk it out. No! And they're ready to go on. They are ready to rant and they rave and nobody can, not even God can talk to them, which is so bad. So to live into one building with persons like these as your wife, but as I said again, and your husband, but as I said again, most of the time, you know the temperament of the person. But maybe it's just one thing or sometimes you said, they will stop behave, man. They will come, never come around. I have been looking at 96-year-old lady sometimes and listen to her talk. I said, this woman was a terrible woman when she younger. I hear she say, you think me did easy? You ever married? No, because me married and the man, me take off the ring and me bring it away. You know, you look at that and say, well then, it's where these things coming from. So apparently she could have a partner settle down with, but that poor partner no have no talk. And maybe one I soft partner too. But good thing sometimes it's soft because it will run. But some who decided say hello and then the inward now is the this. You disrespect me. You hear boof bam. A lot of people get involved and all this. So if you are in situation like this, what would you do and how do you handle this? Are you going to try get counseling? Would it help? Or are you going to have a sit down with the person if and when they will sit down with you and you try to talk it out and say, and you're hoping for the best out of the person or a little bit more, not so harsh, trim it down a little bit. What would you do and how will you handle it? How? Or you come to the crossroad and you say, you know what happened? Enough is enough. Goodbye. These are things you have to think about. And these are things that sometimes look at it certain way, but when you look at it, you may not think that you're hurting the other person, but you do. Some person, you and the person is not from the same parenting, different person. This is a different makeup of person. So sometimes you do the thing and you say, well, then the person not hurting. The person not shame. Well, they say men not shame, but man are shame. Well, let me say some of them, right? So you may be doing the thing, and you're doing the thing, and you're doing it, and you're doing it. And until one day possibly I see him, but me never do him anything. But I'm calling to tell you it is over. Yes, darling, you're now free to go. You, you're asking me if you hurt me. You hurt me much more than you know. This was Jim Reeve telling and girlfriend and wife or whoever it was. You're asking me if you hurt me. Yes, darling, you hurt me more than you know. You're asking me where this call come from. Oh, I hope you won't interfere. Here's where you find me, my dear. I'm on the blue side of lonesome, right next to the Heartbreak Hotel, in a tavern that's known as Sweet Teardrops, and a bar stool that's doing so well. So sometimes this is where they find yourself. And you ask, I didn't know I hurt you. Yes, you hurt me. And this is not because maybe it could be involvement, but this could be a home thing. You continue, you're continuous, you continue quarrel, you continue, you hurt me much more than you know. Some will reel it out, some swallow and swallow until they start choking. And it's only sometime when they're gone, you realize, oh my God, that I didn't know that you, but you never say anything. Excuse me. Him say more than think to you, but you're not listening. Why? Me never didn't know say hurt. Why? And he went back crying. I want it. I am so sorry. Hello, it's over. I am calling to tell you it is over. And don't even try to find me. Right? So women do things, and most of the time, the woman is most outrageous doing the thing more than even the men. But not saying that the man is not is innocent. They are actually equally the same, right? But woman, for a woman to be labeled as a brawler, You know what a brawling person look like? One brawling somebody, you know what, you want to stand up beside them, you want to run because they're loud and they spill everything. Everything come out of their mouth. They hold back nothing. They don't have no control on nothing. They're just going and going and going. And everybody have to hear. Everybody. You and them in the up there one of the crazy things. Crazy things. Anyhow, I didn't plan to be long tonight. This is my little talk with you, and I'm sure somebody gets something from it. If you know anyone, although even even counseling at times don't even help, because when a person is set in their ways, they're set in their ways. You can't do nothing to change them, and most of the time they know that this is who they are. But sometimes some of them think that being this type of a way, it makes them popular. It gives them popularity. And these are the reason why some of the times they do these things. But it's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for who is around them. Because imagine you're growing children and these are your behavior. What kind of children you are sending out? What kind of girl you are sending out to my little boy? What kind of, you know, what kind of boy are you sending out to my little girl? This is what they have to deal with because this was all it's set. And these most of these people don't do these things outside of the hearing of children. They do it in front. The children is seeing it. They are knowing it. They are listening. They are noticing. They don't say let we go down the road, go deal with the story and come back. And then we come back with a face clean and straight. No, they're doing it in front of the children. E- Even sometimes the very children are say, Mommy miserable. But we can't tell her. We can't tell her so she's miserable. Yes. So if you have a miserable spirit there, try to quench him, man. Try to quench him. Some will never grow again. Some will have to, that is their thing. So you have to love them, hate them, or whatever you do with what and who they are. This is who they are, and this is how they are going to be. But for the young one, yeah. And we have sometimes we have the in-laws that are, oh, yeah, mm-mm, no good. Not a good resume, and that's not a good recipe. Yeah. So thank you for being here with me. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Start off at the time. People are going to work tomorrow. We have to have conscience in all of what we are doing. Um, let persons who is looking on that they can go to their rest and uh, and have a good night rest to meet. As for my admin, my she have a bunch of children to step up in front tomorrow and start exercising her vocal. So let her go get her rest to meet with her baby children tomorrow and start saying, shh, put your hands in the shh. Yeah, because she have the younger ones to deal with. Mm, and I guess she have about 30 of them. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just making that. Yes, ma'am, two bull rain no one pen, but it's not the sense of that bull raining, you know. No, it's the control. It's not a sense that the man is, the two of you is neck and neck. Is who is the character of the person. It's really the character of the person. You understand? So the character will take you nowhere. Even if you meet up on the king, you're gonna be the same thing. Even if you're the wife of a king, you're gonna be the same thing. So it's not a sense of the two bull raining into one pen, exercising all of these power, this adrenaline thing. No, it's not. It's the characteristic of the person. Here it's in the Bible says it said a brawler, a brawling woman. It better you dwell in a one corner of your house or upon the house top. Whether you live wide in a one wide space. Whether you live with them. So it's not the strength, the headbutt thing. No. It's the characteristic of the person that you have. That's their character. Just like how you have some, and when they are like this, they care only for news, they make mischief. They have no time to take care of their own business. They find time to walk up and down and go give trouble. They find time to be a carry go bring come person. Because they love quarrel. So then only a quarrel on the inside. They take the quarrel outside and from outside and bring it back in. But did see your husband down there, so stand up at the shop. And when me look, me see my talk to one nice little brownie. And when they come back and they never stop digging you. Before I go, let me tell you this. My uncle tell me this story. And he said it's a true story. It happened into a parish where he was. Him say a man have a lot of fowl. Let's say his barnyard is full of fowl. But if the bird sings, he can tell you what the tune that the bird is singing. He can understand what the animals say. The donkey bray at a certain time, he can tell you what the donkey say. And at one point, something happened, and his wife is always wanted to know what the animals say. So if the cock crow and him laugh, and this was what happened at that time. The cock crows and he laughed. And she asked him what the cock say. And he wouldn't tell her. And she down on him right through. I guess this was one of the this was one of the annoying woman. She continued with him, asking him, what did the rooster say? And no, we're not telling you. And for those that know the story of Samuel, of Samson, this was the same way the wife was asking him where his strength lie. Well, now this is the rooster. The lady asking him, what did he say? And he said, no. And he not tell him, but it's like him reached a point where he would have almost said to her. And the following morning, he was feeding the fowl. And the rooster came right up to him and crowed. And that was the time he was going to tell her. And grabbed the woman. And the rooster said, look around me. Look how much wives I have. And I can control them. And you have one wife and can't control her. And he said the husband grabbed the woman, you see, and give her a piece of beat up the woman. And they separated right there. Well, my thing to it, he didn't have a word to beat her. He didn't have to strike her no time at all. All him have to do is just leave and go about him business because he's not saying the secret and how he knows. So a lot of times these are how the annoying come. Because I imagine this lady sleep and wake him up and say, you not tell me. Oh, 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 oh. And he said no. Years they know him. Right. Because him say if him talk, what will happen? Samson, the same thing him said, him strength and he never stop until him talk. And what happened? Of course his strength went. So this is one of the quarrelsome, annoying, constant, like the dripping of the water. The nas- Speak again. Constant dripping of the rain. Non-stop. This version said rain. The King James version said water. Anyhow, which is rain, but oh, I find what I look the King James version, the dripping of the water would be more because the rain would be coming down. One shower, the tipping of the water. Tip, tip, tip. Yeah. Thank you for being here with me, and we will see each other. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yes, yes, yes. Um, your name is a powerful one, Olive. The olive branch, the olive tree. Yeah. So thank you for being here with me. And thank you for supporting me and continue to do the supporting. Continue supporting. We have many more, a lot more things from this channel to come as we go by and by. We will, you know, enlarging our territory, enlarging our thing. And for those that are just subscribing to my channel, I thank you. For those that are viewing, I thank you, the viewers, very much. And there's many more there for you to view. I thank you for viewing, viewing, viewing. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it with my whole heart. Have a blessed one. And as you go throughout the week, the blessings of the Lord go with you and be cognizant of your surrounding because the days are evil. Cognizant of where you are and with whom you are around. Be cognizant of your surrounding. And thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless you as you go along. Provide for you in every ways, means, and that is possible. Your store basket will never empty, and your journey will always be lightened up, and your burden be light. Thank you very much. This is Aquarian tuning out from Positivity Positive channel. I'll see you all again when we come with another. I noticed nobody comment. Oh, so true, yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Mel, for being here with me. Thank you. Bye as we go. Yes, Mas Bonnie.